Hello, welcome. Just want to make sure you can hear. Just want to make sure you can hear me, okay? Uh, I know that Laura had some technical difficulties, or she couldn't hear anything. So just want to make sure that everybody can hear me. And today's a big, exciting show because we have a game. We're going to be premiering a new game. Okay, that's good. Laura, just want to check and see if Laura is able to hear me and is able to see me okay. Laura, are you still out there? Can you still hear or see me? Maybe the mute button was on. Yes, that's true. And Laura just signed off. I think she's going to try to come back on. Yes, I should probably. And by turning these volume controls on, that should. No, that doesn't unmute anything. That just. Yeah, when you first sign in, you should unmute your player. And anyway, we're gonna move on. So I'm. Yes, it's probably the mute button. Anyway, we're gonna move on because today's very exciting. Because today I'm debuting a brand new game that we'll play in a minute, and it's very similar to uh, the floor, almost similar to the floor, and similar to the head-to-head showdown. So, and I'll teach you the rules. Yes, I'll teach you the rules in a minute. But okay, Laura, you're signed back on. Can you? Okay, good. You can hear me. That's good. I just told everybody that I'm very excited because tonight we're going to play a brand new game. I can't wait to show everybody, and we'll be pairing off in teams of two players each. And so, more about the rules later on. But I've been working very hard on this game. The idea I got from it was actually because Thanksgiving's in about 2 weeks, and we usually go to Ron's parents, and they play games. So, and I wanted to make sure that this game was playable, or at least I wanted to give an opportunity for players to play it before. So when we get to Thanksgiving, I didn't want to wait till Thanksgiving till we play this game. So I figured on the show we play it now, and I'd love to know what you think about this game. So the bulk of today's show will be consisting of playing this game with some music breaks in between, and we might have the bumper duppets. I don't have the bumper duppet songs loaded in, but we're gonna take one more music break, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna play this game. I hope you're excited as I am, and I can't wait. So here we go. Well, Taylor Swift, well, hope she's going to be at the big game tomorrow. Oops, you can't see me, you can only hear me. Anyway, that's Taylor Swift for you. It looks, hopefully she'll be at the big game tomorrow between the Bills and the Chiefs. I'm hopeful, even though I support Taylor Swift, I'm also a big Bills fan, so I hope the Bills win. Speaking of the big game, we're about to play one now. If you are ready now, before I begin, if you're holding your phone in portrait mode, I suggest switching over to landscape or lengthwise mode to play the game. So I'm about to start the game now. Now over underneath the chat, you should see player one's answer, and then a countdown clock, and then player two's answer. And why don't I see the player one? There should also be a join as player one and a join as player two. I worked on this all week. Something tells me that drat. So there's no join as player one or join as player two. There is something wrong in the code, and I thought I fixed it. I mean, why would there be... Give me a minute. Join P1. If player one... If player one... Nobody's in, though. Player one in and player one. Yeah, nobody's in, so... Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to fix... I know what the issue is. Yeah, that's from an old game. So we're trying to... I'm sorry if you're lost. We're trying to play a new game. We're trying to play a new game, and theirs is not working. Could everybody please refresh your page? Could everybody please? No, don't refresh. No, don't refresh. Just stay where you are. No. No. Okay, everybody's gonna have to refresh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
voice the real difference between an adult and a child.
Whoops, you messed up. Ran around and then you got caught. Whoops, you messed up. Now you're crying about what you lost. You did me dirty. Hope she was worth it. You say you're sorry, but I think what you really mean is whoops, we had a good thing with cute ass nicknames. Kiss out forever, turned into never. And she got about half of my looks with no class. Now you say come back, but I think what you really mean is whoops, you messed up. Ran around and then you got caught. Whoops, you messed up. Now you're crying about what you lost. You did me dirty. Hope she was worth it. You say you're sorry, but I think what you really mean is whoops, get gone. Pack it up, baby, we done. I say whoops, get gone. That's enough, baby, we done. I say pictures on your phone. That's called an thought you were sneaky, but you made it easy. And she got about half of my looks with no ass. Now you say come back, but I think what you really mean is whoops, whoops, you messed up. Ran around and then you got caught. Whoops, whoops, you messed up. Now you're crying about what you lost. You did me dirty. Hope she was worth it. You say you're sorry, but I think what you really mean is WHOOPS. Night night, bitch, you made your bed. That's the dumbest shit you ever did, ever did, ever did. Whoops, whoops, you messed up. Ran around and then you got caught. Whoops, whoops, you messed up. Now you're crying about what you lost. You did me dirty. Hope she was worth it. You say you're sorry, but I think what you really mean is whoops. Get gone. Back it up, babe. We done. I said whoops. Get gone. That's enough, babe. We done. I said whoops. Get gone. Back it up, babe. We done. I say whoops. Get gone. That's enough, babe. We done. I say whoops.
It's not that fun partying alone, or maybe it is. Regardless, that's why we have the chat. If someone else is listening along with you, say hi. Talk to them. We have fun and interesting conversations that will make your listening experience even more worthwhile.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days and losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, just know I learned to hide it well. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed, had the devil on my back, and voices in my head. Some days it ain't all bad, some days it all gets worse. and we all gonna be alright. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright.
Well, I'll explain. So for those of you who saw the game mode, now could everybody see the buttons that says? Now, who could see the buttons that said join as player 1 and join as player 2? We could restart the game. Well, now... So, I put the game back into motion. Now, what... Below the chat, what can everybody see? There should be two buttons. One says join as player 1. The other should say join as player 2. There should also be a player 1's answer and a player 2's answer. Player 2's answer. And now, you see that running countdown clock. Only Alex could see, so I guess only Alex could see the buttons that say player 1's. Apparently only Alex. Okay, so what we were doing here, I was going to give you a category. So let's just use the chat, because I was going to give you a category, and you would take turns. Two players would play against each other, and you would take turns naming certain items in the category. Like, if I was going to put the category, like candy. Okay. So we'll just use the clock. Yeah, so we'll just use the countdown clock. So you were going to name you're going to name types of candy brands, and that each player would only have 15 seconds to answer. Now, if this would work, you have 15 seconds to answer. Each player would have 15 seconds to answer. And then there would be no repeats. The player who, and the game would end with, if the player doesn't put in an answer in 15 seconds, or gives an incorrect answer, meaning an answer that doesn't fit the category, they would be out. That's what I tried to do here. And I tried to get it to work here. And the question is, I don't know why the join as player 1 or the join as player 2 buttons didn't work. But the object would be two players would go back and forth naming things in a certain category, like candy brands, or U.S. states, or dog breeds, or whatever. The game flow would be, you would have 15, each player would go back and forth naming certain items in the category, and you would only have 15 seconds to put in an answer. That's what I tried to do here, and it worked up until tonight. Yes, you can all just answer in the chat, but it's not as fun without the countdown clock, and I tried to get that to work. Hershey. And I wanted to make it a fun and fast paced and competitive game. And I'm sorry I couldn't get into. I thought it would work tonight, but apparently there's still some kinks that I have to work out. And I'll have it working. I'll have it working by next week. I'm just disappointed because I had this working. And then, I had this working this morning, and I'm just disappointed that I can't get it to work tonight. Yes, I really hope we can play this for Rod's parents' game when we go to see them for Thanksgiving. It was supposed to be a back and forth showdown, or head-to-head showdown, where you would name certain things. And I'm just disappointed in myself that I can't get this to work. And why? Yes, thanks. I'm sure by next week I'll get it to work, and we'll all have fun playing. Because the idea is you have to be the last man standing. The goal is to be the last person standing, and we would all play two at a time. Yes, we would all play two at a time until we got to the final two. And then the final one would win. So, and you have to be smart, because you have to be quick, because the player who essentially the player with the last successful answer will win. You have to answer in 15 seconds. You can't repeat, and you have to give a name that fits the category. And so I had it all set up, and I thought it was gonna work. So I'm sorry, and I disappointed mostly in myself that I can't get this to work, and I'm just wondering why it doesn't work. But enough of me. We'll try to play next time, and I will try to be more fun next time. So essentially the format of the game would be, I would give you a category like candy brands, and you would just name them. Two players would go back and forth naming them. Rachel, if you've seen The Floor, you'll know what I'm talking about, kind of. So this was going to be similar to the Fox game show, The Floor, where two players would go head to head. They would they're given a category. They would be given a category, and then you just have to name. It's a little bit different on The Floor because they're presented with images, and you have to identify what those images are. This one's a little bit harder because you have to come up with your answers on your own, and you're only given 15 seconds to do so. The other categories would be like U.S. states or dog breeds or utensils or whatever. And the two players would have to go back and forth naming those certain things in the category until either one goes out, either by giving a repeat answer or by not giving an answer in 15 seconds. So I'm going to take another quick music break, and we'll be back with more. So I'm sorry, folks. We'll get it working. We'll get it working by next week. And I thought I could get it working tonight, so I'm sorry. I thought it would work tonight. So please stay tuned. We'll be back with more. Yeah, I'm trying to help. I'm still trying to help Mom get on because she's not using her laptop. Apparently, her battery died and the charger doesn't work, so she has to try using your phone. I tried explaining through the family channel what you're supposed to do, and we can't quite get it. She can't quite get on. I gave her the direct link, and I just said tap the link there, and then sign in with phone. So, we'll see. In the meantime, I do have one show and tell item. Let's see if I can pull that up. Okay, give me a minute. Let me switch to display capture mode. Ignore all my. These are all my pictures from work, so ignore all this. Oh, but take a look at this. This is on Monday, I believe. So, as you can see, the building which used to be red is now gray. And by now they've painted over the entire building. And so, as you can see, the building is now gray. And I'm wondering why they chose to paint to go with a different color. I like the red. And I don't know why they went with a different color. This is just beyond me. So, to give you a perspective, this is the building next door to 51. If you remember the big red building that was next door to 51 Oswego, it's now gray. This building is now gray. Can you believe that? They decided to paint over the building. They decided to paint over the red color and give it the gray color. Now, I personally liked the red. And I'm a little bit disappointed that now it's gray. I don't think that's a good color, but whoever decided to paint this building must have thought it was a good idea. Again, personally, I like the red the way it is. And now I'm disappointed because it's been red for as long as I can remember. And then they decided to paint it gray. And I don't like that. That's just personally, the three colors. I know my hair is long and I need to get it cut. I haven't gotten it cut for a while. What business is over? Well, there's already a business in it. I think it's an insurance. There's already a business in it. There's an insurance. There's an insurance office in it, I believe. I believe there is. Yes, there's an insurance office in it. The insurance office in it has. The insurance office has been in it for a while. And I think there's other businesses in it that you don't usually see on the front. But I do know the front office is an insurance office. So we're gonna come back, and I see that Laura signed off for the night. We're gonna come back and play Bumper to We're gonna come back and play Bumper to Dump It. So, and I only have 3 songs for tonight. The 4th song is open to requests. So if you have any requests that you want to put in for the 4th song, let me know. And if me too. I've always wondered what's on the top floors, and I believe there are other offices up there. I just don't know what they are. Mostly the whole building is used for office space. So various companies use it for office space, and the tenants always change. So I don't know exactly what's up there now, but it's some sort of office space. Throughout the building, it's all offices for different companies. Just don't know which ones. So, gonna take another music break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play Bumper to Dump. We're gonna come back and we're gonna play Bumper to Dump It. So here we go. Yeah. I just, as regard to mom, I just kept telling her to tap the link, and before I said put it in the top, um, she tried to connect, and she went to the top and it did not work for her. So she wishes the best to all the others, and we'll try to get it to work. I'm trying to get the game to work too. I'm sorry we couldn't get the game to work. I feel really bad because it was working this morning, and then tonight it didn't work for some reason. So I don't know what to say. It was going to be. I thought it was going to be a fun and competitive game where you'd go back and forth, and you would have to put in. You would put in different categories. I'm sorry. You would name certain things off a category like candy brands uh, or flowers or colors or U.S. states or whatever. Yes, I will. I will keep working at it, and we will get it working next week. So I'm sorry about that. I will keep working on it tonight and next week. We will get it working for next week, so I apologize. In the meantime, time for everybody's favorite game, which I know works. Bump It or Dump It. We're going to start with Lisa. This is the new artist. Coming out of I think the Eastern Asia countries. And this is Moonlit Floor, and it might sound familiar. You might recognize the tune and some of the lyrics from an older song. So this is Moonlit Floor by Lisa. And please tell me if you recognize a different song, an earlier song in there. Yes, because not to spoil everything, but there is another song. There's another song hidden in there. There's another song hidden in there, and I'm curious if anybody can identify it or can pick it out. So here we go. This is Moonlit Floor by Lisa. Get ready and vote now. Yeah, I was surprised when I heard it too. It samples "Kiss Me" by Six. Oops, you can't see. Yes, this song samples "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer. So Elizabeth got that right. And next, we're going to go old, so I'm glad that had. I believe that got unanimous bumps. So here we go. Now we go to another older song. Another newer song, which samples an older song. This is David Guetta, Alphaville, and Ava Max with Forever Young. And let's see what you think of this one.
Don't leave it fade. What's here tonight? Heaven can wait. No use in watching the sky. Don't say goodbye. Just hold me tight.
I find it this is what I find interesting. David Guetta recently takes old songs and makes them new again. Like the he took Blue Dabba Dee and did it with BB Rexa and that was its own masterpiece hit. Then he went ahead and took What Is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me, and yes, it did remind me of Young Forever by Jay-Z. Both of them sampled the same song. And so, remember, he took What Is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me, and he brought in, I think it was Anne Marie and somebody else, and he made it its own hit. So David Guetta is really known for taking old songs and making them new again. So, and I would agree that the Jay-Z song is better. I mean, I like this, but I think the Jay-Z song is better at sampling sampling Forever Young. The original is Forever Young by Alphaville, and I don't know when that was from, but once again, I praise David Guetta for taking old and making them new again. I mean, I think you've all heard the the day we get a BB Rexa one. I think the BB Rexa version is better than the original blue. And then we have this one, and then we have, as I said, What Is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me. So I'm really glad at what David Guetta is doing. He's making the old new again, and that's what I like. Even though there are times when I do like the original better than what the new version is. What David Guetta is doing. Yes, what David Guetta is doing. He's taking the old hits, making them new, and then adding some, taking these other artists like Ava Max and B Rexa and Anne Marie, and putting some new lyrics on top and making it their own hits, their own modern day hits that fit the contemporary style. In the sorry, sorry for me wandering on. We're gonna close the last Bumper Dumper song. Yeah, Mom just said she tried tapping the link and nothing. So we'll try to get it to work. Okay, we're gonna close with some country. This is the latest. This is the latest from Morgan Wallen. It's called "Love Somebody," and let's see what you think of this one. Okay, am I on? Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks like I'm on. Can everybody see me and hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Can everybody see me and hear me? Or are you seeing the PSAs now? Okay. Bump or dump. And I had a feeling that this would get mixed votes. Not one of my favorite Morgan Wallen songs. My favorite Morgan Wallen song is actually Wasted on You. That's my favorite Morgan Wallen song. Well, have a good night, and I'm hoping we can get the game to work next week, because I'm really looking forward to trying it out for real. So until next time, Mazel Tov, I'm signing off, and everyone stay forever living, and I promise we'll get the game to work next week soon. I'm sorry, because it worked this morning. I thought it would work today. I thought it would work tonight. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you here next time, same time next week.